Hello, welcome to Hyperlocal in Huntsville, Alabama, where I showcase the stories behind local businesses. And I typically talk with business owners, but today I'm going to talk with the general manager of Aire Serv. He is the manager for the Huntsville and the Birmingham locations. We're going to learn a little bit about this locally owned franchise. So excited about learning more about Aire Serv and what they offer and what makes them unique here in the Tennessee Valley, but also find out where their franchises are in other parts of the United States. Charlie, thanks so much for coming today. So glad to talk with you. So, the owner, Denise Taylor, speaks extremely highly of you, and she is just so thrilled that you're the general manager for Aire Serv. And you can see behind me a winter scene, and it's because we are frozen here in Huntsville, Alabama today. We are covered in a layer of ice. And I know that that means that you're probably busy helping people because we sure don't want people out in the cold, right?
That's correct. We are getting to every person that we can, everyone that we
Yes.
safely can. And typically,
Yes.
when man battles the elements, it's a losing battle, but we are here to help
Mhm.
you guys win that battle against the elements.
Okay. Okay. That is awesome. Well, just tell me a bit about yourself, Charlie, and what you do as the general manager for
Sure.
Airserv.
So as the general manager, I truly am responsible for all of the comings and goings of our business.
Mm-hmm.
Profit and loss accountability. The most important thing I'm responsible for is the customer experience that we provide to our customers,
Mm-hmm.
to ensure that everybody knows there's a lot of HVAC companies out there, and the right company is going to help you, and the wrong one may not. And
Mm-hmm.
we certainly try to be that company that's going to help you guys get through and weather all these storms.
Okay, okay, that's awesome. Just some of the things that I've learned about your company prior to our interview, I just feel like there are some unique features to AirServe that set you apart. And so maybe we can focus on some of those things today. And I'll just go ahead and ask, what are some of those unique qualities of AirServe that you believe set you apart?
Sure. So a lot of folks may or may not be aware that Aireserv is part of the Neighborly brand. It's the largest home service company in the world, and we are
Mm,
their dedicated HVAC brand. So we have the backing of this massive international organization,
mm,
but because we are a local franchise, we don't
mhm,
lose our family feel to this corporate conglomerate, right? And so I think
mm,
we're one of the few people that are able to offer all of the benefits of a big company with all of
mhm.
the feelings and intimacy that you would get from a smaller locally owned company.
Okay, okay. And so what are some of those things that make it feel small even though it's big?
Well, for example, I am speaking to customers myself today. I know there's many
Hmm.
organizations where to get to a manager or a
Hmm.
general manager,
Hmm.
it can be quite a headache.
Hmm.
But Scott and Scott Taylor, Miss Denise's husband, and Denise
Hmm.
Taylor and myself are
Hmm.
available to directly service our customers 7 days a
Hmm.
week.
Hmm.
And I think that's a rarity in our industry.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, okay. Um, that's awesome. So as far as just I guess um, the personnel, the people that are out there in the field, um, what what are some of the requirements there? What differentiates you there with your employees?
Well, first of all, I think when most companies look to source technicians, they may
Mm-hmm.
be looking for a little bit different person than the one that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
We do obviously want all of our technicians to have experience, but we
Mm-hmm.
have fostered a partnership with one of the local technical colleges here in town where we're able to
Mm-hmm.
offer an apprenticeship program to take people out of their school and into the
Mm-hmm.
trades, and then we get
Mm-hmm.
to develop them. And we
Mm-hmm.
found this advantageous because we don't have to unteach bad habits. It's the old
Okay.
adage
Yeah.
of teaching an old dog
Mm-hmm.
new tricks, right?
Okay.
And so we have a very diverse workforce. I have gentlemen that have been here for in the industry for 30, 40 years that work for us. And I also have some young go-getters that are hungry to learn that work for us. we do provide a continuing education program here
Mhm,
where
mhm,
we help people get various certifications. All of our technicians are EPA certified, and
mhm,
then we look to get all of our technicians NATE certified as well. And so we put a heavy emphasis on the ongoing development and learning of our people,
mhm,
and we invest in our internal customers so that they can
mhm.
invest in our external customers.
Okay, and I really feel like we need to go into more of what are the services that AirServ offers. I know
Sure.
there are many.
Yes, our three bread and butters are obviously preventative maintenance, which before these storms is a huge
Mhm,
deal so that your system
mhm,
operates properly when it does
mhm,
get put under high
mhm,
stress. But of course, we're a service company, so when your
mhm,
unit goes out or your ductwork has a leak, we're there to help you and get these things
mhm,
remedied. We also offer system replacements if your system is at the point where it's not worth fixing and it's better to
mhm,
go ahead and get a new one. We're
mhm,
there to do that as well. And we also carry some unique licenses for a product called Aeroseal, where rather than replacing your whole duct system,
mhm,
oftentimes we can seal it from the
mhm,
inside out, which saves you a tremendous amount of money versus
mhm,
replacing and also saves a
mhm.
tremendous amount of money on your energy bills when you're not heating and cooling the unconditioned spaces of your home.
Okay, okay. So you're a service company. You provide regular service for HVAC units um, and you will replace them. I mean, you install them as well. What would you say is your primary thing? Is installing or servicing? You're more of a service-based company. Is that
That's
right?
correct. That's
Okay.
correct. When you look at the amount of customers we engage, about 90% of the people we engage are calling us for a service call.
Okay.
And then if it's deemed appropriate, we leverage some resources from the EPA and other governmental resources to explain
Hmm.
to a customer that a 30-year-old unit with a $5,000 repair
Hmm.
probably isn't worth it for you to sink your money into it. And then that's when
Hmm.
we would pivot over towards a replacement.
Okay. Okay. Um, so so I know we've talked a little bit about this, but how would you describe your approach to serving your clients and customers?
It's really very simple. Our parent organization, Neighborly, we have a code of values that we
Hmm.
live by every day.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the four pillars are respect, integrity, customer focus, and having fun in the process. And so we
Hmm.
really do try to be that company that understands without the customer, we have nothing. And so
Okay.
we put
Okay.
out doormats for our customers to wipe our feet. We put on shoe coverings when we come in your home,
Hmm.
and we take all the extra precautions that other companies may not to ensure you have the best possible experience during a
Hmm.
very uncomfortable time. I mean, when you
Hmm.
have no heat and it's 0 degrees out, it's very
Hmm.
stressful.
Hmm. Oh
And
yeah.
one of our new marketing campaigns is we are the superheroes to come and
Mhm.
save the day for your system. And
Okay.
I think that every member on our team understands that our customers are our number one priority.
Okay. Okay. That is amazing. Um, so as the general manager of two different areas, are you just mainly here? You're in Birmingham, or you go back and forth? How does that work for you?
I do split my time pretty equitably. Being
Okay.
there's only 5 working days in the week, I will find
Mhm,
myself at one place for 3 days and one
mhm,
place for 2 days.
mhm,
Luckily, I live just south of Huntsville towards
mhm.
Arab, and so it's not a
Okay.
bad commute for me to get to our Birmingham location. And
Mhm.
then, of course, I have service management leadership in both locations. So if I'm not
Okay.
ever at a particular facility, we
Mhm.
do have adequate management to ensure all of our customers and internal customers are supported at either location.
Okay. So, in your uh, job, is there anyone you'd like to express gratitude to, whether it's a mentor, someone in the company that's played a significant role in your position there as general manager?
Absolutely. I mean, Mr. Scott and Denise Taylor obviously deserve a shout out for bringing me into
Mhm,
the organization.
mhm,
You cannot work for better human beings than
mhm,
Scott and Denise Taylor.
mhm,
And, I think one of the things that separates us is we have partnered with another Aire Serv business owner, Mr. Lee Downing. and
Mhm.
his team is fabulous. And so
Mhm.
all in, we have Birmingham, Memphis, Tipton, Jackson, Huntsville, Louisville, Greenville, and then several other non-HVAC brands that are part of our family. And
Mhm.
these code of values really shine through. And so an
Mhm.
example would be we have outlined a public service strategy this year where we want to
Mhm.
give back to our communities,
Mhm.
and we have found a different demographic in our community that we want to be of service to throughout this year.
Mhm.
So we're
Mhm.
doing 12 months of service, and we
Mhm.
started January with our furry friends. We're all dog
Oh.
and cat lovers here, and so we're
Mhm.
doing a dog food drive. And any customer that donates a bag of dog food, we're going to give them a
Mhm.
discount on their service. And all of that dog
Oh.
food will go to the ASPCA. And so
Mhm.
we've got stuff slated for the veterans in our community to thank them for
Mhm.
their service.
Mhm.
Um, Parents that may not have enough support,
Mhm.
children that don't have sports gear, anything that
Mm.
we can do to really give back to the people who have given this business so much.
That's wonderful. I love that, and that you're doing something different every month of the year. Awesome. So yeah, I think that speaks to the personal nature of the company that you were telling about. And so the different locations that you mentioned, are these the different Aire Serv locations that is that all of the Aire Serv locations, or
Oh, no, ma'am. That is
is
a
that different?
small portion. There are,
Okay, okay,
yeah, there are over
okay,
200 air serves across the country.
okay, okay, okay,
And our ownership group is the largest ownership group,
okay,
meaning the number of individual locations that we support. So
okay,
those are
okay.
just the ones that would be under our purview. But if you're
Yes.
not in the Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky markets, there
Hmm.
are air serves to serve you across this country, including where
Okay.
I'm from, Connecticut. So we
Okay. Okay.
coast to coast company.
Okay. Okay. Just trying to understand, because I don't, like I said, I don't know a lot about Aire Serv, so you've got to tell me. All right. So is there anything that you'd like our audience to take away from this interview about you and your role there at Aire Serv, and what would it be?
Well, I think most people would agree that culture is an important part of
Hmm.
any organization.
Oh, yes.
And with culture, my belief is it starts at the top. And this is
Yes.
something that flows downward through your team.
Yeah.
And the truth of the HVAC industry is when you go to get your system replaced, you can get the same box from any of a number of companies, right? What
Hmm.
matters is who's putting that box in for you and what is the culture and the values that that company stands behind. One example I could give you is we have a done right promise. So any work that we do, if there's an issue with that work after we've done it, there is no argument, there is no additional charge. We're
Hmm.
coming out there to get it right for you.
Okay.
And that bar has been set very high by the leaders in our organization. And so I think that's something everybody in our community should know is we truly are here to service you. And you can rest assured we're going to get the job done right for you.
Okay. Wonderful. Um, so where can our audience find you or find Aire Serv here in the our local area?
Sure. So in Huntsville, we're right off the South Parkway. We always encourage folks to come in. For those that are Mexican food fanatics like myself, we're right near Rosie's Cantina.
Oh,
So come
perfect.
on down and get yourself a good lunch and pop over and bring by some dog food, and we'll be happy to help you. We, of
Okay.
course, have our website, aireserv.com,
Hmm.
which, excuse me, will direct you
Hmm.
to the local location that you are closest to.
Okay.
And for our Huntsville customers, you can reach us at 256-288-0164, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Holidays, doesn't matter. We're going to get out there to service you.
Okay. So if someone, listen, let me just ask this final question here. If someone has an HVAC system, it's not something you installed, that they can get their service through you. Is that correct? Or does it have to be
100%.
something?
No,
Okay.
ma'am. We service all units that were
Okay.
installed by anybody under the sun. Uh,
Okay.
as a matter of fact, a lot of our work comes from the new home construction industry
Okay.
because unfortunately, all these beautiful new homes that are being built don't
Hmm.
always have the best installation done on their
Yeah.
systems. And so it doesn't matter who, what, where, when, or what brand it is. You call
Hmm.
us, we'll get you serviced.
Hmm. Yeah, I know we've had a lot of new construction going up rather quickly, and as much as we like new, it's not always the quicker. Sometimes not the better.
That's
So,
correct.
okay. Well, thank you so much. And it was nice meeting you. So once again, Charlie Price, General Manager of Airserv here in Huntsville and Birmingham. Thanks so much for taking your time out of your busy day, I'm sure, to talk with me. And I hope that you'll have a good, productive day, helping people stay warm in this deep freeze that we're in right now. And I'm Sara Runyans with Cove Living, brokered by XP Realty. Have a great day.